I'm rolling in the I get that in I get that in I'm rolling in
Hello and welcome to Sharp Bets and Fantasy Sets. We have a packed house for the NCAA March Madness prediction show. I am your host, Nick Fiorentino, and alongside me, as always, is first and foremost, big-time Tim Secor. Tim, how we doing?
Doing good, Nicky. Doing good. Gentlemen, it's NCAA season. Let's ride.
There you go. Sir, our co-host as well. How are we doing?
And I'm good, man. March Madness time. We missed it last year, but it's back this year. Let's go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, we have Mr. TruExact himself. Scott, what's going on, buddy?
I'm great, man. You know, I'm a little upset because last year Kansas would have won the national championship, but I just have to settle for a lesser team this year. So I'm ready to once again be let down in March, as you'll hear in my bracket picks. But I'm awesome, man. This is an exciting show. I'm happy you're doing it.
And joining us, one of the hosts of Mark's Side of the Ring and runner of a million different pools, one of which he'll be doing later on in the show for the post show, is Miguel Minnetti. Miguel, how we doing?
Going on, boys? Thanks for having me on the show. Very excited to be a part of it today and looking forward to unveiling the picks a little bit later on today's show. But quick comment to Scott, Kansas may have been the team last year to beat, but this year, baby, Jimmy Bouknight and Connecticut Huskies. Let's go!
Shocking. A non-biased take by Miguel.
Surprise.
There you go. So, guys, you can follow us on Twitter at SBFS Show, as always. You can follow all of our stuff, get our merchandise, and do all of that on TruExactRadio.com. You have us, you have the TruExact Show, you have Random University, you have Mark's Side of the Ring, and their really cool logo, their new logo that Miguel just loves. So you can buy all of our merchandise there. On Mark's Side of the Ring, we're going to be breaking down, Fastlane?
That's right. We got an exciting show this upcoming week. Break it down, everything Fastlane, heading right into the last stop of WrestleMania. A lot of things coming down the pike. I'm excited for it.
If you're going to do WrestleMania, you got to do it like Vince. Do it one more time.
We're coming to WrestleMania season.
There we go. I like it. I like it. Scott, what do we got for the TruExact Show?
This Friday we got a New Jersey rapper, Gibby Stites. I discovered him just randomly. Young kid, he's really cool, talented. He signed to Twisted Records, which is a label that worked with Insane Clown Posse in the early 2000s. So I just like his young style, and he's from New Jersey, so I like giving these up and comers, some chance to shine.
Cool. What we're going to do today is we're going to break down all of our brackets. And I think the cool thing about doing that is, first and foremost, if you're watching the show, to me, nobody's an expert when it comes to this kind of stuff. Even the experts get picks wrong most of the time. I think it's one of those things where if you're having trouble, if you didn't do enough research, if you want to copy off one of us, feel free to do so. If you win, we just ask that you, buy a T-shirt? I mean, I don't know. What would be fair? Buy a T-shirt, buy a hat, buy a koozie.
How much money do they win?
I don't know. I guess it depends.
Well,
I don't know. Are people doing office pools right now? If you're doing an office pool, let us know on Twitch.
We'll take a drink at the bar. We'll take, a donation to the page. We're friendly people. Speaking of donations, Miguel, can we plug your pool real quick? And the big time giveaway of the night is going to be a free entry for the people that are already in Miguel's pool. You'll get one of your teams for free. If it's for our return viewers, you'll get a $50 free bet on DraftKings. We're going to give away some money today to somebody, hopefully to make some more money. Listen, sir, you're in Miguel's pool. You're allowed to enter this. Get your ass on Twitch. Follow us.
See you later.
Make a comment and put your name with the comment, because I'm not putting Bill Butt Liquor as the as the name that we're going to draw. So if you guys have commented already,
Butt Liquor, our prices have never been lower.
But at the same thing, we're not giving it away to that person. I don't know who that is. Just say your name is, I don't know, George. I don't know, whoever Miguel has in his pool. That's perfectly fine. Just give me a heads up so I can enter your name into the raffle. I would hate for you to take the time out of your day and join the chat and not get the benefits of it. Oh, see, look, we already got people following us. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. There you go.
I've
If
got
we,
big time heat, it looks like I'm following the chat here. It looks like I got some big time heat with a lot of people. So
surprise
good job, you know. I'm the
For
heel.
those of you who watch Mark's Side of the Ring, heat is a wrestling term, which means they don't like him. So, would be true. But we'll break down the brackets, like I said.
I thought it was a gun carrying heat, you know, packing heat. No.
Yeah.
Well, it could be.
Yeah.
Could be that. It could be. Can I get to the goddamn bracket?
Sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay. It's okay. 5 people. Nobody ever said 5 people shows wouldn't work. It always works 100% of the time. So, breaking down. First, we'll go through the West, right? So, I think I speak for everybody, but we'll let everybody go too. Gonzaga over Norfolk State or Appalachian State. I'm taking Missouri as an upset. Would you even consider it an upset? 9 over an 8. Here's an upset. You know, you always have a 12 over a 5. I love UCSB over Creighton. Got a couple big men there, pretty athletic team, so I do like them. Virginia, I'm taking them over Ohio. I'm going USC over what I think will be Wichita State over Drake. And I'm going Kansas. Of course, I have to show some love to Kansas. Taking them over Eastern Washington. I'm going Oregon. And this is a team that I love to make a big run, as I'll spoil throughout my my predictions. I got Oregon over VCU, and I got Iowa over Grand Canyon. So top to bottom, I'm taking Gonzaga over Missouri. And I'm taking Virginia over UCSB. I'm going USC over Kansas. I'm sorry, Scott, earmuffs. I'm going USC over Kansas. And I'm taking Oregon to beat Iowa. You know, there's going to be a bunch of upsets. The West has produced a ton of upsets over the years. I think every bracket or every side has, but that's where I'm going there. So now we're down to my final 4 in the West. I'm taking Gonzaga over Virginia, and I'm taking, believe it or not, Oregon over USC. And give me the Bulldogs, Gonzaga, making it as my first team into the Final 4. Tim, we'll start with you after myself. What do you got?
Well, a lot of our picks are very much the same, right? The only ones I differ from you early on, I have Oklahoma beating Missouri. I have UC Santa Barbara beating Creighton. Creighton just looked like shit against Georgetown. I don't know if it's – I want a hot team coming into the tournament. I don't want a team that just got embarrassed on – national TV. I don't know how that bounce back is going to be. I think that's going to be a pick that a lot of people are going to make, and I'm jumping on the bandwagon. They just did not look good. They got blown out in the tournament final. The only other we have the exact same other picks in the first round. Second round, I've got Gonzaga. I've got Virginia beating UC Santa Barbara. I got Kansas beating USC. You're welcome, Scott. And I've got Iowa over Oregon. If I was in a different bracket, they have a chance to go to the Final 4. Unfortunately, they're just going to run into a juggernaut because I've got Iowa beating Kansas. Sorry, Scott. And then I have Gonzaga beating Virginia, with Gonzaga making it out of that conference, the West.
So 2 Gonzaga picks going out of the West in their Final 4. Sir, what do you got?
All right. I got Gonzaga. As you guys said, I got Gonzaga. Just taking the first round match. No brainer. I got Missouri. Why? Why not? As you guys said, I got UC Santa Barbara. USC Santa Barbara is 18-1 in their last 19. Creighton has lost 3 of their last 6. The coach got to return from suspension, dealing a lot of turmoil. As you guys said, this is probably going to be a nice little upset, to start the tournament. In the Virginia one, I got Ohio, actually. Virginia's been dealing with a lot of COVID issues, which forced them to withdraw out of the ACC tournament. And they're known for their defense, but their defense hasn't been that great, this year. So I can see Ohio getting them. So the next matchup, I got USC beating whoever wins that match. I got Kansas winning against Eastern Washington, Oregon beating VCU, and I got my man Luka Garza beating Grand Canyon. In the second round, I got Gonzaga beating Missouri. Actually, I got Ohio beating USC Santa Barbara. It's going to be a 12 versus 13. Anything can happen. Let's see Ohio make a run. The second one, I got Kansas beating USC, and I got Luka Garza beating Oregon. In the Sweet 16, Gonzaga beating Ohio. So far, Gonzaga hasn't really had many tests up to this point. I got Iowa beating Kansas, and then in the Elite Eight, I got Gonzaga beating Luka Garza, their first test of the tournament. I see them making it out of the West.
Nice. Sorry, I'm making fun of Steve Strickland on Facebook. Scott, what do you got in your side of the West?
All right, pretty much, we're all in lockstep for the most part. I got Oklahoma beating Missouri just because I'm going to give the Big 12 some love. And Missouri used to be in the Big 12, so fuck them. Also, obviously the 12-5 is like the sexy upset. I'm going with it as well. But, I wouldn't be shocked if Creighton won. It's just like you kind of go through these and overthink it. I need an upset in one of these brackets, so I might as well do that. I like USC, Kansas, Oregon, Iowa. Going down, I like Gonzaga to beat. I like Virginia as well. All right, I like Gonzaga, Virginia. I like Kansas beating USC. Iowa beating Oregon. I'm only doing that because, I can't stand Garza. I think he's a goon and he annoys me. But he is like the best player in college basketball, so I got to give him a nod to get into the Sweet 16. You see that a lot, whether it's like guys like Jimmer who like lead a team to the Elite Eight, Sweet 16. Usually the best player in college does that. I have Gonzaga beating Virginia, Kansas beating Iowa. I think that's a case where Garza he's not athletic enough to carry that team versus an athletic team. But I do have Gonzaga beating Kansas in the Elite Eight, and like you guys, I can't be a homer, even though Kansas did play Gonzaga tough on the first game of the year. Gonzaga is just too good, so I would put them in the Final Four.
Just because we have some time to kill and we've all run through our West picks, Kansas, for me, I love college basketball, but I don't follow it as much as you. I know you're a huge Kansas fan. But Kansas seemed to be elite every single year, including winning it a bunch of times. Why are they not as good at this year?
Well, see, here's the concept. They don't win a lot. They've only won 3 championships, I believe, in their history. They've only won 1 in the past 20 years in 08, where Chalmers got lucky and hit that 3 versus Derrick Rose. They got there with Heinrich and Collison in 03 versus Carmelo and McNamara. They lost that. Other than that, it's like being a fucking Cowboy fan and a Kansas fan. Every year they're good and they get there. Like in 2011, they had the Morris twins and lost in the Elite Eight to VCU, which was a 12 seed. That was the best team I've seen Kansas have since 97 when they had Pierce, Ray LaFrentz, and they got knocked out early. So it's just here's a stat about Kansas. They have 20 straight years of receiving the number 4 seed or higher in an NCAA tournament, which is crazy. 20 straight years. And the next seed, it says, is 4 years in a row at Gonzaga. That's the next closest. You know what it is? Bill Self does a great job at booking tournaments not within the region and scouting through that. So what he does, in my opinion, that's smart. He does the Jimmy V Classic, which will be in New York, which gives him the opportunity to scout kids in the Northeast. He'll do the Hawaii tournaments, which gives him an opportunity to scout kids on the West Coast. So he doesn't necessarily take the tournaments in Kansas or around that area because he knows all those guys are going to flood to Kansas anyway. So for a long time, Wichita State has been pissed off that Kansas doesn't schedule a game with them because it's like a little brother. But Bill Self's logic is, I'd rather schedule a game with UC Irvine so I can scout on the West Coast rather than scout 30 minutes from my school. So I just think that's a genius move by him, and that's why I think they are dominant. But this year, I think that they lost Azubuike, they lost Devin Dotson, who should have never left. And I think that the scandal, if you will, is really affecting them this year. with that whole, I mean, every college does it, let's be honest, but I think that really affected them. And they don't have a pure shooter, which I think is their killer. They have a Baji, but he hasn't been like a Mikhailuk or whatnot. So I just, this year, they're not as good as Gonzaga. They're just not. That's my Kansas knowledge for you.
I mean, that's why I asked you, so that's awesome. I got to tell you, so we're drinking during the show, right? And it's 316 day, right? Stone Cold Steve Austin. So
What?
I mentioned I was going to do, you jumped back on at the right time. So I told some of the viewers when we were talking about the show was I was going to do the Broken Skull Margarita, which Stone Cold on an episode of Hot Ones, the Hot Wings show, kind of gave his recipe on the Broken Skull Margarita. Well, the fucking thing has 6 shots of tequila in it. So I don't know how this show's going to end. But
That's it?
anyway, cheers to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Happy 316 day, boys.
Happy 316 day. Oh, hell yeah.
There you go. Moving into the East, right? So we're going to go down to the East now. Michigan's going to win. I got LSU over St. Bonaventure. I got Colorado over Georgetown. I got Florida State over UNC Greensboro. I think Michigan State's going to beat UCLA, and I also have them to beat BYU, would be my pick. I also have Texas, which I will take all the way to the Final Four, but I got Texas winning. I got Uconn, Miguel's Uconn. See if he jumps back on real quick. I have them beating Maryland, and I have Alabama beating Iona. I have Michigan. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I have Florida State beating Michigan. So I have a 4 seed in the Elite Eight. And I also have Texas beating UConn. Miguel, earmuffs.
That's rough.
And give me the Longhorns, like I mentioned, to go on against the Bulldogs of Gonzaga in the Final Four. I have the Longhorns overtaking Florida State. So that's where I'm at on the West. We'll go in reverse order now. Scott, what do you got for the East?
I got Michigan, I got LSU, Colorado, Florida State. I like Michigan State as well. I like Texas. I also like, sorry, Nick, I like Michigan State to beat Texas too. I think Michigan State came on strong. They beat Michigan in a big game to solidify it. I mean, Tom Izzo, he hasn't won but once, but he always seems to get there. They always have like 1 or 2 shooters that could get hot. So I do like them to get to the Sweet 16. I like UConn, Maryland over Maryland, but that's a toss-up. I like Alabama, and then I like Alabama to get to the Elite Eight to face Florida State, which I think will also beat Michigan. If I had to lay money on it, I'd probably do Michigan, but this is one of my 4-1 upsets because, you know, all the ones just aren't going to get there. It doesn't happen. And then I like Alabama, oddly enough. I know they win at football too much, but I don't know. That bracket's weird to me. It really is. It's like a real bracket. I like Alabama to beat Florida State, and honestly, if I saw a 9 beating a 1 or an 8 beating a 1, I think LSU could pull off the 8-1 over Michigan. I think LSU is a good team, but yeah. So Alabama versus Gonzaga for me.
All right, sir.
Yeah, I got Michigan beating whoever. I got LSU winning their matchup. I got Georgetown against Colorado. Georgetown's been playing lights out ball. Like they took the Big East tournament and just. It's really not to say. Patrick Ewing got them boys bowling. I got Florida State beating.
How about Patrick Ewing, real quick, sir? Not to cut you off. How about Patrick Ewing not being allowed or getting hassled at the Garden? Did you see that story?
Hey man, the Garden they treat their people as bad, man. You see what they did to Spike Lee the other like I think last year or 2 years ago, what it was.
The guy was just doing his
Charles
job,
Oakley,
right?
they did him wrong too. Like, come on, where's the love for the peoples, man?
Listen, man. I saw the. Full disclosure, man, I was at the bar the other night, you know. So I had my mask on. We were socially distanced. But we were watching a game, and I was like, this is like the best thing that could have happened at Georgetown. You get insulted in the Big East tournament with your coach being arguably the most famous Nick of all time, at least definitely in our generation. And all he has to do is go in the locker room and be like, they disrespected me. Don't let them disrespect me. They're going to disrespect you guys now. They're disrespecting you. And they're going to come out, and they those last 3 games of the tournament blew them out. It was too easy.
It's impressive too because they lost Mac McClung this year, who's on Texas Tech now. Who's like their top shooter. So I mean, like, good for him. As a Knick fan, good for him.
All right. So I got FSU. I think Michigan State's going to beat USCLA, and I got them beating BYU as well. Another upset. I got Abilene Christian beating Texas. I don't know. Texas.
Wow.
I don't know. Just for some reason, I see the Texas.
That would destroy my bracket.
Dude, Sir's got some bracket busters.
Is taking the L, boy. Sorry to do it to you. Either that or they're going to win the whole thing. One of the two. In the next match, I got Uconn beating Maryland, and I got Alabama beating Iona. In the second round, I got Michigan beating LSU, and I got Georgetown beating Florida State. I don't know. I feel like just. And then I got UConn beating. Hold on, no, sorry. I got the Michigan State beating Abilene Christian in the second round, and then I got UConn beating Alabama. And then after that, I got Michigan beating Georgetown. Georgetown, the run is over. See you later. And then I got UConn beating Michigan State, and then the Elite Eight. This one was tough. I was tough on this one, but. I kind of got a UConn. I feel like somebody's going to make a run out of this region. It's not going to be a 1 seed. It's not going to be a 2 seed. It's going to be the 7 seed. The UConn Huskies. They're not only good at basketball and the women. Their men are pretty good too. All right. So they'll be facing Gonzaga in the Final Four.
Let me make a quick comment on UConn, right? And
Here we go.
Just so you guys know, I'm doing some behind the scenes for the second half here. We're going to give our March Madness picks for my pool away. But just a quick note on UConn, because I am a longtime fan of the Connecticut Huskies.
Right, when they're good, Miguel.
No, always. For 20 years now, I've been a fan of Connecticut. My brother who's watching can tell you. All my friends can tell you as well, too. This team is a completely different animal when Jimmy Bouknight is on the court. He commands that floor. He's able to be a decision maker. He's able to make sure that he manages the game with the game clock. And at the end of the day, if Jimmy Bouknight can stay healthy, Connecticut is going to at least the Sweet 16. You heard it here first on Sharp Bets and Fantasy Sets.
No, you didn't. Sir just said it 2 seconds ago.
I never go to the Final. All right.
Besides Sir's famous picks, you're hearing it from a true Huskies fan himself.
Besides one of the actual hosts, a guy that's only been on the show 2 times, is telling you here on Sharp Bets and Fantasy Sets.
From Homer J. Simpson, you heard the Huskies.
I love Miguel. That was the most impressive sports take I've ever heard you say. So if you could just write that down, we'll hang it on the fridge. You know, your sports take. That was awesome.
Yeah, next he's going to say Eli Mann's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Until you lose all credibility and say the Giants are winning the Super Bowl in September. So you got 6 months for a solid statement right there.
Hey, listen, Devontae Booker is a solid running back, right? When Saquon Barkley gets hurt in week 3, Devontae Booker, baby. You heard it here on Sharp Bets and Fantasy Sets.
We can move on to football if you want to talk some football as well, too. The Giants are coming in hot, my friend. They're coming in hot.
Can we mute this fucking guy? Can we just mute him?
They just signed John Ross. I'm excited for the money. It was a great deal financially. Kenny Galladay's coming to the New York Giants next. You heard it here first on Sharp Bets. The Giants will be a contender. They'll win their 3rd Super Bowl since the 2000s, which is
Miguel,
great.
team that won the division, they're in. They could be 5-10. They're going to be in contention. The division sucks. So who cares?
Listen, at the end of the day, the Giants have won more Super Bowls in the last 20 years than all of your teams have, and I think all your teams, no, not combined, because 49ers, they won 1, and the Eagles won 1.
We get it. They won 2 Super Bowls. Like, congratulations. Now go back to doing your picks thing.
Which team has won more recently? That's what I want to know.
I don't give a shit. Nobody
Not
else
me.
does either. I just had to throw that out there. Okay, carry on, boys.
Bye. Thanks.
We're moving to the south.
Oh, thank God you fucking muted him. Can I tell you who's coming out of my fucking division?
Tim didn't even give his picks yet.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Miguel got me all riled up. Tim, go ahead.
Get at it. God damn it. Put him up. Fucking fight with somebody.
Kick him off the tour.
All right. We'll make it very quickly. We have a lot of the same picks, right? I love Georgetown upset, sir.
Hello and welcome to Sharp Bet.
Someone goes on and start on Twitch. Yeah, mute that fucking guy.
All right, Tim. No interruptions. Go
No,
ahead.
man, it's all right. Interrupt. It's fine. Yeah, I'll call you Conrad Jr. It's all good. Listen, just kidding. Hey, it's Conrad. Just joking. I'm ready for a fight next time. Georgetown is the hottest team coming into the conference tournament, into the NCAA tournament, right? So I have them upsetting Colorado. I have them upsetting Florida State. Then they run into a juggernaut. And by juggernaut, I mean Michigan didn't play that well in their last game, but they're going to get a couple of buys to get themselves right coming into the Sweet 16. So I have Michigan going to the Elite Eight. The bottom half of the bracket, I also have Michigan State for a lot of reasons I think Scott said. Won a big match against Michigan, and I do have them losing to Texas, so I'm with Nick there. I have
the coach of Michigan State. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a known tournament coach, right? Yeah.
Overrated.
I got Alabama and Uconn meeting in the second round with Alabama winning, beating Texas, and beating Michigan to get to the Elite Eight. It's something, and all the ones aren't getting there. Not to preface my other picks, but all the ones aren't getting there. But I've got Alabama meeting Zaga in the Final Four.
So Tim and I are in lockstep. Look at that. Can I just say, Nick, really quick? This is gonna be on the internet. Colorado is going to smoke Georgetown. Enjoy your honeymoon with Patrick Ewing. That is gonna be a fucking smoke annihilation. I don't want to use smoke show. So enjoy your Friday when you think you're going into that with your yellow highlighter, but you're gonna quickly get the red marker and then cross Georgetown out. That's it.
Ready?
Go on.
$1. One signed dollar.
I don't want to sign my dollar. George Washington signed it. So
one signed dollar. That's the bet.
No, how about this? If Georgetown, here you go. If Georgetown and we're on here. If Georgetown beats Colorado, I will buy all three of you Sharp Bet Fantasy Sets coffees mugs.
Make it the Mason glass. No, the Mason glasses.
Jar. All right, the Mason jar. There you go.
Hold on.
I want a coffee mug.
What if you win? Shut up, Nick. Nobody drinks coffee except for you. Me and Sir need something
Eric
to drink.
Bischoff was drinking from a coffee mug on 83 weeks.
It's true. If I win, Tim, only Tim, you have to buy a Mark Side of the Ring shirt and have Miguel sign it and wear it.
I love that.
That's the worst. You're gonna take a what could be $100 shirt and make it 33 cents. Like you're gonna ruin a piece of merchandise.
That's the deal.
Ridiculous.
That's the deal. Do you want to take it?
Fine.
All right, fair enough. Let's go.
I'll buy a hoodie, whatever the most expensive Mark Side of the fucking ring.
And then Miguel has to sign it as Tim's favorite host, Miguel Minnetti, and you have to wear it to the bar. You have to wear it to the bar with Miguel.
No. Oh, that makes it way worse.
Miguel doesn't go out, so that's going to be difficult.
Oh, what? You brought him back in? Can you mute him again, at least?
It's funny because Sir and Nick, you want your mason jars or coffee mugs, but you also want to see that. So are you willing to sacrifice a Georgetown loss just to see that?
Yeah.
I'm winning. Give me my mason jar, old boy.
If it's free, it's for me.
You already know.
All right.
While we're at it, hold on, Nick.
Now?
Nick, one second. While we're at a break in the action, anyone else who's joined us, if you haven't, I see a lot of people put their names in there. If you haven't put your name in chat, make sure you put your name in so I can get you included in the giveaway. We got 8 people so far. So feel free. If you're not in Miguel's pool, it's a $50 free bet, literally for free. All you have to do is comment and put your name. That's it. Give us a like. Give us a follow. Yeah. You can bet anyone. I don't give a fuck. You can bet somebody to win. It don't matter. It's free money. See, DraftKings has been very, very good to your boy.
All right. Now can we go on to the South?
Yes.
All right. So I got Baylor, obviously. I got Wisconsin over North Carolina. I got Villanova over Winthrop. I got Purdue over North Texas. I got Texas Tech over Utah State. I got Arkansas over toothpaste. I have Colgate. What? I have Florida over Virginia Tech. I have Ohio State over Oral Roberts, probably the worst school name in the history of the world.
It's up there.
How about Oral against Colgate? That would be
awesome. That would be
the matchup. We're not going to get that though.
God.
I got Baylor beating Purdue, and I actually have Texas Tech over Ohio State. And give me the Bears of Baylor going on to my Final Four. Tim, so I don't forget you, we'll kick it to you.
Oh, I get to go this time. That's great. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. As your co-host on Sharp Bets and Fantasy Sets, I have got Baylor. Don't worry, sir. UNC is going. Thank God Latch isn't here. This is the best, right? The best. Latch, I have Winthrop over Villanova. Suck it. And he'll hear that on the post show and be very mad at me, and I'll get a very, very upsetting text message.
Fuck Villanova.
Yeah,
I got fake Italian.
Somebody said Oral over Morehead State. That's hilarious.
Y'all are original. I love it.
We're juvenile.
Yeah. So is that Fred? Did Fred say Roll Tide after he posted that? Is that?
That would be Tank's Papa, of course, a longtime listener and fan.
Great times. I got Purdue over North Texas. I've got Texas Tech over Utah State. I've got Arkansas over Colgate. I've got Virginia Tech beating Florida. And I've got Ohio State over Mr. Roberts, not Lippy. It's Oral. Baylor over UNC. Purdue over Winthrop. Texas Tech over Arkansas. And Ohio State over Virginia Tech. Baylor's beating Purdue. Ohio State's over Texas Tech. I've got Ohio State coming out of the South.
All right. Sir?
Nick, me and your brackets are a complete opposite of these things, so
Yes.
which means I have a chance because all right, I got Baylor against Hartford. You already know I got my Tar Heels against Wisconsin. Lash, sorry, old boy. I got Winthrop. Say the Nova has lost their best player and they've lost both games since their injury. Sorry, old boy. It's gonna be a quick weekend for you. I got North Texas beating Purdue. Why? I don't know. But I say North Texas plays some defense, and Purdue's kind of reliant on one player. So, I see North Texas get, beating them. I got Utah State beating Texas Tech. I'm not sure why, but seems like a good pick. I got Arkansas beating Colgate. I got Florida beating Virginia Tech, and I got Ohio State beating them Oral Roberts fellas. Tar Heels, it was a good run, old boy, but St. Joe year. I got Baylor beating them. Sorry, it happens. I got Winthrop beating North Texas. I got Utah State beating Arkansas, and I got Ohio State beating Florida. Then I got Baylor beating Winthrop, Ohio State beating Utah State, and I got the Baylor Bears going to the Final Four at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Hold on, sir. But before we go forward,
What's up?
you picked your boys to lose
Hey, man, look.
in the second round?
Yeah, Baylor's the number one seed, bro.
Yeah.
Like
If you were
if they had a better seeding, they'd make a run. But
if you were a betting fellow like you are, what would the spread need to be for you to throw some bones on UNC against Baylor?
hey, man, listen.
We talking 15?
It's 15? Yeah, why not?
Well, what would be the minimum? Like they getting 10? You taking them plus 10? How bad are your boys right now as a fucking
they're
8
not
seed?
bad. They're not bad, but like say
They're
their year.
not good.
Like they made a good run in the ACC tournament. That's probably one of the reasons why they locked down their spot in the tournament.
Right.
So
and got pushed to an 8 seed. Oh, they might not even be fucking Wisconsin then.
They made it unlike Duke and Kentucky, who are sitting at the crib right now.
Hold on. That's cold blooded, sir.
Duke is at the crib right now.
The COVID knocked some of them teams out, old boy.
Before the COVID thing hit, all right?
Never seen you two argue. This is fun. I don't like when mommy and daddy fight.
It happened.
Who's fucking daddy, all right?
Oh, is it my turn now? Sorry.
Yes.
All right. Can we just say like what Sir said, though? Isn't it refreshing? This reminds me, before I get to my picks, this reminds me of like 06 in college football, where you had South Florida, Rutgers, Cincinnati, teams that were never in the top like five, actually vying for a BCS bowl. It's actually refreshing. When Kansas isn't in it, that would annoy me. But to see like Duke, Kentucky out, but Rutgers in, it's kind of cool. Like, you know what I mean? There's not the same chalk on there. You got a shot at, as much as I hate them, Baylor to like win it. That's pretty cool. So, all right. I'm sticking with my Big 12 biasness, going Baylor. I'm going with UNC here, even though, like I said, it's a toss-up. But Wisconsin has lost me way too much money this year. I'd rather lose with picking another team than ever win money with Wisconsin because of how much they lost me this year. I like Villanova in this game, even though I hope they lose because that place is a cult following and they're fucking weirdos. Trust me, I've been out to Kentucky at a Kansas-Villanova game and the fans are fucking psychopaths. I don't like him. Jay Wright's a fake Italian. He wears like boots that are like leather. It's weird. Your name's Wright. Just stop. So
someone Latch is screaming at the screen.
I don't
right?
care what Latch is doing. I've been on a show with him. We both concluded we're Red Bull fans, and we'll find a common ground there. All right, I like Purdue just because.
Well, there's only two of you, so that's good.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. They could have 100% capacity, and that'll be fine because only 25% will show up. I like Texas Tech, but I can see Utah State beating them, sir. I really can. Arkansas, Virginia Tech, Ohio State. I really like Ohio State. I made some money on them this year, especially this weekend. I like Ohio State to beat Texas Tech, Baylor to beat Purdue. I do like Baylor to win this game and get there, but I could see Ohio State getting there. I really can, and I'll talk about that because their plus money is actually worth it. But give me Baylor, even though I don't like them. I just think Scott Drew. Listen, I've watched Baylor for so many years with Texas, in the Big 12. In the Big 12, and this guy's done an amazing job to make them relevant, honestly. And they've lost 2 games this year, and 1 was in the Big 12 tournament, which you could just chalk up to, look, they got things locked up. It's not a big deal. They played a horrible first half, but they came back strong in the second half. But, I mean, they lost 2 games, so give me Baylor.
Scott, we got I shouldn't say a lot of time, but we're making good time. I'm looking at those baseballs behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly are signed. What is the best baseball autograph signature you have behind you?
Mickey Mantle.
Oh, wow. Did you buy that? I mean, you bought it from somewhere, or was it like a hand down? Like, did the person get it signed?
Yeah, everything here is a hand-me-down from my parents' room. My family had a Yankee room growing up, so everything here is a hand-me-down. So yeah, and on the other side, you see me where I usually sit is like guitars signed by George Harrison and stuff. So.
Oh, sweet.
Just that's why no one needs to know where I live. That's all.
What's your most prized possession?
My most prized possession is probably a George Harrison guitar face signature or a Ringo Starr signed drum.
I think that's fair, sir. Any autographs? What's your favorite autograph you have? Best memorabilia you have?
I don't know.
All right.
I'll sign Tim's might be a Miguel signed sweater coming.
Apparently that would be fucking Sir's goddamn. He got nothing. It's okay. If you want Miguel's, I'll sign it too. You can have 2 signatures on it. It'll be a hand-me-down. Oh, all right. So, full disclosure, Charisse gave me, goddamn, probably like 5 years ago, a signed Ric Flair autograph. He's getting punched in the face by Hulk Hogan, but I don't give a fuck because it's It's Ric Flair's autograph on a picture, and it is, I'm a wrestling nerd too, just like this fucking Mark side of the ring people. Miguel.
All right, that's
I will
good.
say, Nick, a story really quick. This bat you might see behind me over the Derek Jeter plate. This is a true story. So in 1995, the Yankees made the playoffs for the first time in 18 years, right? And they fired Buck Showalter. So my dad somehow got in contact on the phone with the front office of the Yankees and started cursing them out on why they fired a manager that got them to the playoffs in the first time in 18 years. I don't even know how he got in touch with him. So the guy invited us down to the field for a game. It was actually the game after Doc Gooden pitched the no-hitter in 1996. So they actually lost that game. So we went down to the stadium. He let us meet players. We met Wade Boggs. I smeared his autograph. Wade Boggs' autograph. Gerald Williams, Joe Girardi. Derek Jeter came over as a rookie, and he said, which one of you are the youngest? At the time, I was, luckily. He said, hold on, I got something for you. When the guy got me his game-used bat with, like, pine tar and everything on it, and then signed it and gave it to me. So that's that bat from 1996, his rookie year. Game-used.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Crazy story.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's all. That's
Nice.
my fun story. I also have a Tommy Agee signed baseball if you wanted. I think he was a Met. I don't know.
He made 2 phenomenal catches in the 1969 World Series when they absolutely destroyed
The Oriole.
the team with 4 20-game winners. That would be the Baltimore Orioles. Was it Earl Weaver's Baltimore Orioles, or was that just the Baltimore Orioles?
Am I not getting fucking beat up enough? Can I get a break? Can you just tell me all my teams suck? Because they do. Where's the last time any of my teams, the big 4 for me, the big 0? I got nothing. Not in my lifetime. They're bad. They're all bad.
Wait, are you a Devil fan?
No. I am a Rangers fan. They have won in my lifetime, but I'm still young.
They win. Who won? Did they win in '94? Who won in '94?
Yeah, '94.
They beat the Canucks.
Yeah, 90. That's all right. So that's like in my lifetime.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
I was born in '86.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's not my lifetime, man. That's
You were 8.
That's pre-me.
That's
pre-me.
No. I say, for me, I say the Mets never won in my lifetime because I was literally 1 year old.
Yeah, but I feel the same way about the Cowboys championships. Like, it's been so long now, it doesn't count. I was 7 and 8. Like, yeah, I'm with them.
That's fuck. When I was 8, I was like, yay! My dad said I should like Cal Ripken. Like, that's my team. Like that, or like that's what happens when you're that age. It doesn't. Like, yeah, I'm Mark Messier. Yeah, oh, okay. Because he told me that's what I'm supposed to like. Now that I actually like the team and follow the team, it's totally different. Your memories are different at 8 than they are when Miguel will literally fight somebody when you bring up that Eli Manning's not a good quarterback. He will literally fight you. I know he's not, but if you say that, he will literally show up in the picture and he will fucking fight you, right? It's going to happen. That's
fine. We don't have time, Nick. We don't have time.
So we've run out of time. We've got to get to the final. We've got to get to the
Midwest.
The Midwest is where we need to be. Right?
Come on.
Let's get to the Midwest. The people are on here to see your guys' predictions, but they're also on here to see my raffle for the pool and see their picks. So let's move on to the Midwest.
Oh, shit. It's not your show, Miguel.
Shut up.
I hate how he put
Oh my God! With a Z? With a Z?
What a fucking chode!
That is the worst. That is the worst. He's like right now. He's like that old Muppet during the Muppet Show. That's and every once in a while, and then he leaves. All right, I got Illinois. Obviously, I got Georgia Tech. Give me Tennessee. Give me Oklahoma State. Give me San Diego State. Give me West Virginia. I'm taking Rutgers, man. I think they're going to win at least one. So I'm taking Rutgers, and I'm taking Houston. Give me Illinois to make it to the Sweet 16. Give me, looks like, Oklahoma State. Then I'm going to take West Virginia, and I'm going to take Houston. I'm going 1 and 2. I'm going Illinois, and I'm going Houston, and give me Illinois. So my final 4 right now, 3 1s and a 3. I'm going the Bulldogs, Gonzaga. I'm going the Longhorns. I'm going the Bears of Baylor, and I'm going the Fighting. What are they called? The Fighting Illini.
Illini.
The worst fucking.
I don't know. The Tennessee Volunteers pretty bad.
That is the worst. Yeah, that is bad. All right, but I'm going them to make it into my final four. Tim, what do you got?
The same fucking bracket as you. I wish I could make it up. We have every single pick exactly the same. Did you copy off of me? You were here?
Nope. All we have to do is hope that Sir has all the opposites, and we are in, baby.
He's had all the opposites so far, so it's bound to be there. So real quick, I'll rattle off mine: Gonzaga, Alabama, Ohio State, Illinois. That's my final four.
I like it, Sir.
All right. So I got Illinois beating Drexel. I got Loyola beating Georgia Tech. I got Tennessee beating Oregon State. I got Oklahoma State beating Liberty. One of the best players in the country plays for Oklahoma State, by the way, Mr. Cunningham. So I got Syracuse beating San Diego State. This is going to be a low-scoring game. Both teams play some defense. I see Jim Boeheim. He gonna get a dub in the first round. West Virginia, I got beating them. West Virginia, I got winning. I got Clemson beating Rutgers. See you later, Scarlet Knights. I got Houston beating Cleveland State. I got Illinois beating Loyola. I got Oklahoma State beating Tennessee. I got West Virginia beating Syracuse. I got Houston beating Clemson. Then I got Oklahoma State beating Illinois. Houston beating West Virginia. And going to the Final Four, Mr. Cunningham and the Oklahoma State. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me.
You got a Big 12, Baylor, Oklahoma State. Okay, there's someone who really I religiously watch a big. I'll just go through mine really quick. Illinois, Loyola, Chicago, Tennessee. I do have Oklahoma State. I gave Garza the Sweet 16, so I'm giving Cunningham the Sweet 16 as well. I think that's fair. I got Syracuse, West Virginia. Home bias, the days of Quincy Doobie. Anyone who watches this show isn't from Jersey. We are from Jersey. And as much a Kansas fan I am, we live 10, 15 minutes from Rutgers. So I do root for Rutgers if Kansas is out over Seton Hall. I know my friends went to Seton Hall and they hate that. But I'm really – Clemson could win, but I'm pulling for them. This is a homer pick. This really is. I got Houston. Beating Rutgers. West Virginia beating Syracuse. Anyone who wants to bet West Virginia, stay away. I've watched Bob Huggins' teams for a long time. They're a full-court press. Once that gets beaten, they lose all the time. I got Oklahoma State getting a Sweet 16 versus Illinois. By no means do I have Cade Cunningham beating Illinois, sir. I'm sorry. As good as he is, he's a college talent that needs work, and I think that when he runs into a team like Illinois, he's at times a sloppy ball handler. He turns the ball over a lot, and I don't think he could will them to the Elite Eight like a Jimmer did with BYU or a Buddy Hield did with Oklahoma. I do like him, though. He's going to be a top 3 pick, but give me the better team once we get to the Sweet 16 over the better player. That's how I look at it. I got Houston going with Illinois, and I got Illinois going versus Baylor. So I got 3 1s and a 2. I know it's boring, but that's just where I'm at with it.
I like it. We do have breaking news here in the world of the NFL. Emmanuel Sanders, formerly of the Saints, has signed with –
and the Niners, too. First of all, put some respect on it.
Who do you think he signed with? I thought somebody was going to say something.
I don't know.
The Cowboys?
The Buffalo Bills.
Oh.
All right. That's nice up here with Mr. Diggs, and they lost John Brown, so why not?
Solid number 2 replacement.
It's a very solid number 2 for Josh Allen. All right, so I got Gonzaga and I got Illinois in my finals. Tim, we'll go with your finals. What do you got?
All right, we're losing because I've got Gonzaga over Alabama, and I've got Illinois over Ohio State. So I've got the same exact final.
All right, we'll find out if we have the same final champion. Sir, what do you got?
I got Gonzaga, and I got Baylor.
I'm with you too, Gonzaga, Illinois. I did fill out 3 brackets, though, but this is my main winning one that I think I'm most comfortable with. So I do have Gonzaga, Illinois.
All right, so we already have our bets as far as Scott giving us free memorabilia from when he loses, right? But what should the wager be for our 4 host, co-host, owner as far as a wager? Should we put some donkey dollars on it? What should we do? What should we do?
I have a good idea. I have a good idea for everyone on the network who's a host. I'll text in a group chat after this show.
All right.
You got? All right. Well, we'll post it. We'll post it on our Twitter and IG and all of our other handles.
Maybe.
Bet.
I like it.
Bet. Let's make it happen.
All right, Tim. In the count of 3, you and I at the same time, the winner, the national champion, to be crowned on April 5th, will be, in the count of 3, 1, 2. Are we doing like 1, 2, 3, and then the name? Or are we going to do like 1, 2, 3, then the name? How are we doing this?
How would you do 1, 2, 3, shoot? It's 1, 2, 3, then you shoot. You don't fucking pre-fire, Nick. We're not. Come on,
I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Don't go too early.
The winner and national champion on April 5th. Why don't we just do 1, 2, 3?
Or just say the fucking team.
All right. Ready? The winner of the bracket will be 1, 2, 3.
Zaga.
Illinois. All right. So at least we differ on that. I got Illinois winning. Tim has Gonzaga. Sir, what do you got as your champ?
All right. This game should have happened in December. It got called off because I think Gonzaga was going through some COVID stuff. But what's going to happen? Gonzaga's beating Baylor. They're tearing down the nets. National championship, undefeated season.
I'm with Sir, man. As much as I think it's bullshit that Gonzaga plays in like the worst conference ever, it's impressive to go undefeated, but you're not going through a gauntlet. You're not going through a gauntlet. You're not going through a gauntlet.
Teams that they've been giving them the business.
It doesn't matter. Baylor 22-1 in the regular season to me is more impressive than an undefeated Gonzaga season. You're going through a gauntlet of 7 teams that got in the tournament. So you essentially fucking sleepwalk to a 1 seed, and then all you have is St. Mary's. It's just annoying, but I gotta give him props. My boy Bob Cleveland.
I know that they play Iowa and Garza. And they wiped the floor with them.
Okay, one hard game.
It was 10 points, sir.
They're not scrubs. They're not
It was
scrubs.
10 points.
I'm not saying they are. They're going to win the national championship and beat Illinois. They're not scrubs. I'm giving them the respect. It's just frustrating. As a Kansas fan, I got to go through a gauntlet of the Big 12 every fucking year, and then I always end up as a 3 seed as a fan because I have to lose games because it's just in the cards. Like, it sucks, but my friend Bob is a huge Gonzaga fan. Honestly, he has been since we were kids, which is very weird. And he's always gotten the shaft, even from the days of Kelly Olynyk and Sabonis. And they've never made it. I think this year, though, they are very good. And props to Mark Few on making them a household name. No one knew who they were till John Stockton, honestly, graduated from there. So, yeah, I got Gonzaga winning it, man. And as much as it pains me, I'd love to see Kansas knock them off, but it's just they're not as good.
Yeah, well, there you have it, guys. We hope we win you some money. Before Miguel jumps on, anybody want to bet on if or not he is wearing a blazer? I am going to go blazer. I think he comes in full guns blazing. He's going to be wearing that blazer. His nips will be covered. You won't be able to see him.
Nick, before we get Miguel on, could I give some possible dark horses?
Yes, go for it.
Tournament champs?
Tournament champs. Couple dark horses in case Gonzaga gets knocked out. Obviously, the easy money, like Illinois plus 700, I would do because, I mean, they are a 1 seed. But a couple oh my God, maybes. I like Ohio State as a plus 2,000. They're very good. They have trouble finishing sometimes, but they have a very good player in Washington, and he could take over a game much like Cade Cunningham can. Not sure why Oklahoma State is a plus 2,700 and Kansas is a plus 4,000, but Kansas can always be there. They play Gonzaga tough and they're a plus 4,000. That's a possibility that could happen. Another one I like, even though I have them getting knocked out, is if you're gonna lay money, I like Texas, even though I have them getting knocked out, but they are a plus 3,300. Shaka Smart. Wow, Shaka Smart. Shaka Smart has brought VCU as a fucking 12 seed to a Final Four. So if he could do that, Texas has a smothering defense at times. They're very athletic. So I like Texas possibly to come out of it as like a wild card. Like I said, a 9-over-1, 8-over-1 LSU over Michigan. If that line comes up on like a Monday and LSU's a plus 380, I would jump at that on the money line and just take a flyer on it. So that's all.
I like it. Anybody else have some dark horses they want to jump in there?
I don't know about dark horse, but I said like with Morehead State beating West Virginia is a game that worries me a little bit. Like I know I had West Virginia winning, but the last time West Virginia got upset, I forgot who it was like a couple years back. That team that they beat is built like Morehead State, so watch out for them.
All of my upset, at least early upset games for round one, we already talked about. You can listen to them. We went through them all. To win the tournament, it's going to be hard for a team that's not a 1 or a 2 to get there. Like the best teams, especially because they don't have to go anywhere, are going to the cream rises to the top, right? So you're going to get the best teams in the Final Four in the Elite Eight, and like it's just going to happen. I don't see a Cinderella story happening. Nobody's moving anywhere. The hottest teams are going to win. The hottest teams are going to be the best teams. It is what it is. I would be very surprised if there was a team below a 3 seed that gets to the Final Four. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid. I said 3 for a reason, sir.
I know you did. But honestly, dude, the thing that would surprise me is if Gonzaga does not make the Final Four, that would surprise me. Because like I think the West is the easiest road to get there for them. At all the number 1 seeds, they have the easiest road to get to the Final Four.
Listen, the lock is Gonzaga versus Iowa.
We have breaking news in the world of the NFL. It involves the 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Does anybody care to know what this news is? It is breaking news.
I heard about it.
Sir already knows. Eagles great Marquise Goodwin has decided to go back to the 49ers.
All right.
I heard about it. Yeah.